I feel like, well, that and whatever I buy, I feel like it needs to be able to hold the weight for a while. Because, you know, sometimes the way this works, if you buy something 2 months, 3 months down the road, people look for the next thing. So you kind of have to think about, is it what you want? And at the same time, doesn't make sense for YouTube. And honestly, can you have fun on it? And doesn't make sense at the time. So that's kind of the stuff that's going through my head. And also, what can I compare it to with what I already have? Would the Challenger make sense comparing it to the 109? Yeah, because really those are really pretty much the same engines. Well, liquid cools, same horsepower, same torque and all that. And it's kind of the logical step up from the M109. And plus, people just want to know about it. But the moment you buy a bike, people want you to mod it out. It costs money.
And that's what the Bearded's doing. He's modding his out.
Yeah, people want to see it. And I just ain't got the money for it.
It's the pressure.
Yeah, it's definitely pressure.
I can understand people wanting to mod out bikes all the time, but I guess when you're in a situation where I'm at, where you don't have the access to be able to do those sorts of things,
right,
you just appreciate the bike for what it is, stock standard.
Exactly.
And that to me is, I guess, more important than putting all these extras into it.
Right.
Because it actually takes away from what the soul of the bike was in the first place, in my view.
No, absolutely no. I agree, and that's what really I think that's why the Indian Scout Bobber for me was so big, because I didn't do anything to it except the exhaust. That's literally all I did to it. And a part of it was the reason I bought the bike is because of the way it looked initially. If I change it, then that means I'm taking the original look and original soul from it. So when I did add the exhaust to it, that changed it a little bit, but that's like my 109. The only thing that's really done to it is signal lights, the exhaust, and the headlight, and the seat. Everything else is stock. So to me, it's a little bit of the same thing. I don't really have money to go out there and spend all these crazy amounts of money to mod it. And then at the same time, the reason I bought this bike is because of the way it looked initially. So that's definitely a thought and something I think about too.
So my question to you is this one of your dreams come true? To meet Brandon?
Meeting Brandon?
Yes.
Yes. It is.
Does he know that?
He knows now.
I know now. For my dream come true to me.
That's exactly what he said.
It was in my bucket list.
It was a bucket list.
Yes.
Graceland, you guys.
Sun Studios. I didn't get to go into Sun Studios because they closed it, but I saw it. BB King.
And Brandon.
And I stood on BB King's stage, got a photograph.
BB King restaurant, actually.
And I ate at the BB King bar and meeting Brandon Bicasso. I can go back home now.
I'm honored, man. Honored. I love meeting everybody.
Look, you know, just your cinematography, what you do with the editing of the music, with
All I hear about is you. I've never met you.
with the cinematography, and then you know, and when you actually put your narrative in there, you convince me just by the way you're speaking. You convince me that that's the bike that I need to buy. So, for example, I owned a Suzuki Boulevard, an 800. Hated the bike.
Really? I had an M50.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated it. And then when you were riding the Bob, it was good. I mean, I knew you had the 109, and I'd seen you riding the 109, and I was just blah. You know, I enjoyed your content, the content that you were making. I enjoyed it. When you crashed the Bobber, and then you went to the 109.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm not sure how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Because I was worried.
That was a dark time.
Yeah, I was worried personally for myself, because I was thinking, how is he going to come back from this?
Yeah.
You know, is he going to be able to keep me, interested in what he's done? Not a problem. I want to go out and buy a Suzuki M109R, you know, because you've convinced me that it's a bloody good bike. And then, you know, basically, I've just seen how you've progressed and how you've grown in your channel. And every single bike that you look at and every single bike that you do a review on, it's almost as if you want that bike.
Yeah. Oh, I want all the bikes.
Yeah.
I want all the bikes.
That's right. and I get that fever from you, and I'm like, yeah, I want that bike. I want that bike. So you're a good salesman. So I think what needs to happen is Indian needs to put you on as a salesman, right? Harley needs to put you on as a salesman. Suzuki needs to put you on as a salesman, and so does Triumph.
I wish. And you know what the thing is, behind the scenes, I've reached out to all these brands. Well, not all of them. I reached out to Triumph. I reached out to Indian. I've been trying to get them. You just don't.
I got connections in Harley Davidson, Memphis, but that's it.
No, so that's my thing is rather than focus on the mods, I'd rather focus on the ride. That's what I like to do. But going back to the barber wreck, man, it got bad. It got bad because I was thinking the same thing as you. How would I come back from it? And that's when I started doing like the taking the focus away from me and put it on like Jared and Noah and all of them and showing their whole experience with Indian and stuff like that. And a lot of people just like you, they make purchase decisions off of YouTubers, influencers, and the whole idea is to just, for me, is just to be honest about it. I mean, I'm not making money off of it. I'm just showing people.
You need to get a hold of $1 Million Bogan. Do you follow him, Bogan?
No, who's that? Should I be?
He's got 30-odd thousand subscribers now. He's
$1 Million Bogan. He
rode 8,000. He rode 8,000 kilometers on a monkey bike.
On a monkey?
Yeah.
In like one trip?
To raise $100,000
in 11 days for
suicide prevention.
Wow. I met a guy at his name is Long Haul Paul.
Right.
I met him at the International Motorcycle Show. He was doing 100,000 miles for was it muscular sclerosis?
Muscular dystrophy.
One of those. But yeah, he was there. He had rode through a snowstorm to get to the show. But yeah, I like hearing those kind of stories. But yeah, so being that I went through my own story about the wreck and everything.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was. Bad. It was very bad.
I mean, I didn't feel it, but I certainly could see the angst.
Yeah.
About having the wreck to start off with,
right?
And then all the shit that happened with the bike.
Man, well, yeah. So that's why I share it so much, because like hearing other people's stories, like Long Haul Paul or the guy from Vintage Motorcycle Co. that built the bikes in his hotel room after his house caught on fire, and just having that determination to keep going no matter what. Yeah, when I really lost the barber, man, I was thinking, because the plan was to get the barber, keep the barber, because the channel was doing well then get the FTR, and I was going to compare the two. And then once I lost the barber, I was like, oh shit, what now? Do I start over or what? And then it got to the point where finances started getting worse because I wasn't working and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, I don't need to get another bike right now. But I've always had the 109 since 14. It's always been paid for. So I was like, well, people don't want to see the 109. They don't want to see that. It's old. It's not a hot bike. So I was like, what about Jared and Lenore? And then they started buying bikes. And I was like, well, why should it be about me? It should be about other people's stories too. Because I have this motorcycle life, but it's not just me. It's like you and everybody around me also partaking in this lifestyle. So I was like, well, let me film them and go through their whole process. And then that's when people started finding out about Lenora and my uncle, and finding out about the cam profiles and upgrading their bikes and stuff like that. So yeah, I had to work through it and figure it out. I was like, how do I pivot from here, this bad situation, to make a good situation out of it?
Did you feel like not riding? Did you feel like not riding?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I thought about actually selling my bike because it happened so easily. And I wasn't even doing anything bad. I mean, I didn't have my jacket on, obviously, but oh yeah, I didn't have my jacket on, but that's the lasting mark I have from it, So now, I mean, I wear my jacket everywhere I go. So yeah, I broke that finger, broke that one, but they're fine now. But it's just like, it was bad. But I wasn't so much scared to ride anymore. It was more so like, just like that, it can happen again. So, I mean,
makes you more cautious.
Yeah, absolutely. So like on the way up here, for instance, when I had the accident, I hit a bad piece of road and the bike went into a tank wall and threw me off. So when I was coming up here, I kept seeing bad spots in the road. And even when I avoid that spot, I hit another spot, it bounced me up. I was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. So there's a lot of that when I grip the handlebars a lot harder now when I hit bumps. So, you know, I don't think I'll get rid of that, shake that, because, you know.
It's a reaction.
Oh yeah, 100%. But no, I definitely thought about getting rid of the bike. But once I got past that initial phase, just go down the street again, I was like, it's just like, I mean, you don't forget it, right? And I was just like, as long as I'm prepared, have my jacket on and stuff like that, I'll be all right.
Are you going to be okay going home tonight?
Oh yeah, I've been in sub 20s, but nothing on. Like I rode to Florida one day, to Pensacola. So from my house to Pensacola is about 3 hours. And when we left, it was 80s. We came back, it was low 40s, and I had no jacket.
Bugger that.
What kept me warm is the urine in my body. That kept me warm. And when that released, I got cold. I got very upset with my uncle that night because he wanted to stop and he had to pee. I was like, can we please? I'm yelling like, keep going. He's like, pull over. Yeah, so stopping and having to warm up again, yeah, that wasn't fun. But no, I've been in a lot worse. So I'm probably gonna actually stop by the dealership and see if I can test ride one of the bikes that I've been looking at
Tonight?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it won't get dark till around 8, so.
Will they be open?
Yeah, they'll probably close at 6. If I don't catch them today, I'll probably come back up next week because it wasn't in the plan. So if I don't catch them, I just don't catch them. But yeah.
Which dealership?
Big number 1.
The Indian one.
Yeah, they're number 1 apparently.
In Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's where he bought his bobber.
I really wish you guys could have went to the museum though.
Oh, well, you too. We went to the door.
Went to the door, took a photo of it, did a little video saying, made it here, but we've got to go now. So
We got to go.
So being that you guys cut it so short, are you planning on coming back? After Corona
we will.
and everything?
We will.
They've stopped flights for 6 months.
Yeah. But I mean, it's an expensive
In Australia?
trip to come over. Once we're back in Australia,
They're letting us get back.
it's international flights are shut down by 90%. 60% domestic.
Wait.
Wait.
I need this on the mount. I told you I was gonna forget something, didn't I?
You need your directions.
Yeah. Cause I get really confused leaving. So I'll take the wrong exit or something. Come on, phone. Come on.
I can't get over how many spaghetti roads there are.
It's a lot.
Just unbelievable. The amount of overpasses.
I'll sit that in theirs. Gonna be difficult in front of Outback?
Sorry?
I was saying on my phone, I was like, you gonna be difficult in front of Outback? Good enough. Now I'm out.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.